According to principle of conservation of energy, energy is can neither be created energy can neither be created be created nor destroyed it it converts from one, it actually converts one form to another form. So we do not create energy, but actually we transform energy from one form to another form. Like suppose let's assume that this is a piece of coal or wooden piece, and when it is heated or like it is put into fire like this, like then heat energy, like this wood is converted into heat energy. So this mass is a form of energy. Mass is a compact form of energy. It gets converted into other form of energy, that is a heat energy plus light energy as well. Similarly, there are a lot of other forms of energy, like in case of fan, like electrical energy is given to fan and the fan starts rotating. When fan starts rotating or like rotating, then electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy, is converted into mechanical energy. Similarly, in case of light or bulb, electrical energy is converted into light energy. In case of heater, like you can see, electrical energy is converted into heat energy. So one form of energy is converted into other form of energies. So law of conservation of energy states the similar kind of thing. Actually we do not create energy. When energy, we cannot create energy, but actually one form of energy is converted into other form of energy. Okay, so in case, like the example of conservation of energy is, suppose we have suppose we have a wooden piece like this, and we are going to insert some we are going to insert some type, like we are going to nail it, we are going to put nail in it. Okay, suppose it's a nail. Here is a wooden piece and there is a nail. So suppose initially you have a hammer like this. Okay, hammer is here. So now first stage is, in order to like put this nail into this wooden piece, you will strike hammer on this nail like this continuously. You need to hammer it like this. So suppose initially the hammer is at this position. When you will move it against the gravity like this, like the work you have done on this hammer is converted into gravitational potential energy. As the hammer moves in upward direction like this, it gains like moving away from the earth's surface means gaining gravitational potential energy. Its potential energy increases. Okay, now at this point the hammer will have only gravitational potential energy. Okay, now when you strike on this hammer like from here till here, there is a motion in this hammer. There is a motion in hammer. When there is a motion in hammer means there is some kinetic energy. So you can say some of its gravitational potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. When the hammer will strike this nail, some of its energy is transferred to this nail. When hammer will strike it, the nail will start moving in downward direction like this. Suppose okay, now suppose it here. Now the nail is in state of motion. When you hammer it, some of kinetic energy of hammer is transferred to this nail and it is converted into nail's kinetic energy, the kinetic energy of the nail. When nail was moving into this wooden piece, the wooden piece offered it some resistance or some friction, and due to friction its own kinetic energy is converted into heat energy. So you can see there are different forms of energy. The energy is transformed into other forms of energy. So when it is penetrating into this wooden piece, its kinetic energy is converted into friction. Due to friction it is converted into heat energy. Okay, there are other forms, like when hammer strike on this surface, some of its energy is converted into heat energy, because when two surfaces rub on each other, then heat is produced, and some of the energy is converted into sound energy as well. So let's review the original, like the whole cycle of energy. Here the hammer has no energy at this point when it is placed on a wooden piece. When it is lifted, then the hammer gains potential energy. At this point it has potential energy. When it starts moving towards the nail, its energy is converted into its gravitational potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. So when it will strike this nail, some of energy is converted into heat energy, due to friction between two surfaces, and sound energy, and some of energy is transferred to this nail, due to which nail actually moves into this wooden piece. So it will have kinetic energy due to its motion, and some of its energy is converted into heat energy as well, because wooden piece will offer it some friction force, so some energy is converted into heat energy as well.